morning, students. How are you doing today? So, for today, we are going to study science subjects. So, I want you all to take your books, science books, and you start by opening it at page 14 and 15. So last time we studied about 5 relationships between a living thing and another living thing, right? 5 ความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างสิ่งมีชีวิตกับสิ่งมีชีวิตอื่น That is what we studied last week. I sent you a video and I told you that the first relationship is the proto-cooperation. Proto-cooperation ความร่วมมือใช่ไหมคะ The second one mutualism ร่วมกัน The third one commensalism ลัทธิสมณะ You remember, right? The fourth relationship is predation กังปลงสะดงAnd the last one, parasite. So those are the 5 relations between a living thing and another living thing. So for today, we are going to do few exercises from your books to be sure that you really understood how the relationships works. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. So you are going to start with the record of activity result. So number 1, let's look at it on page 14, okay? So you have chicken and worm. So what is the relationship? The relationship is what? Predation or parasitism. You can see the chicken is eating the worm. So the relation is predation. So you tick predation. And now they ask you, is the predator, is the prey. We said that in the predation you have a predator and a prey. The predator is the one that eats the prey. So what is the predator? The chicken is the predator. So you will write chicken. Okay, and the worm, this is the worm. The worm is the prey. So you are going to write prey. You are going to write worm, sorry. All right. Number 2, bee and flower. What is the relationship between a bee and a flower? The bee feeds from the flower and helps the flower to pollinate. So the relation is what? The relation is proto-cooperation. So you tick proto-cooperation. And of course, the bee and flower benefit each other. Okay? The bee and flower benefit each other. Number 3, you have orchid and a tree. They say gains a benefit, but the is not a loser. So in which relationship do we have a beneficent and the other one doesn't be affected? So in which relation? In commensalism. So you tick commensalism. And you write what? The orchid gains benefit because the orchid gains shelter, and the tree is not a loser. Now you move to learning activity on page 19. Learning activity. So they say look carefully at the pictures, then indicate the relationship between the living things and the environment by ticking in the circle next to the related sentences. There may be more than one answer. So number 1, 1.1, lotus in a pond. Dok bia nesa. What is it? What does it gain? You have 1, provide a habitat. 2, provide a source of food. 3, provide an area for breeding. 3, provide shelter. So what does the pond provide to the lotus? 1, it provides it what? A shelter. You take shelter. 2, what does it provide for it again? An area for breeding. So the pond provides shelter and area for breeding to the lotus. Okay. Number 2, 1.2, deer in a field. Quang ne thung, deer in a field. So what does the field provide to the deer? Source of food, right? Because the deer eats from the field, eat the grass from the field. So the answer is provide a source of food. Number 3, a bird in a nest in a tree. Nok ne rang bon ton mai. So what does the tree provide for the bird? It provides what? A habitat, shelter. Okay. So the tree provides a habitat and it provides shelter for the bird. And for the end, you finish with page 20. Exercise 2. Write the type of symbiosis below the correct pictures. So number 1, an orchid on a big tree. Kluai mai bon ton mai yai. An orchid on a big tree. So you look at it. What relationship is it between the orchid and the tree? What relationship? So an orchid and a big tree, what is the relationship? The relationship is commensalism, because the orchid gets shelter from the tree and the tree isn't affected. So you have to write commensalism. This is commensalism. You take it and you write it down here. Okay. Number 2, a bee and a flower. A bee and a flower. So we saw it before. The bee feeds from the flower and helps the flower to pollinate. So the relationship is proto-cooperation. This is proto-cooperation. You take proto-cooperation and you come and write it down here. Okay. Number 3, a big fish eating a small fish. The relationship is what? Predation. You take predation here and you write it down here. Number 4, lichen. So the lichen stays on the tree and helps both, right? So the relation is mutualism. You take mutualism and you come and write it down here. And the last one, a parasite plant and a tree. A parasite plant and a tree. So obviously the relation is parasitism. So you take parasitism and you come and write it down here. Okay. So this is all for your exercises for today. Don't forget to do your homework and send the pictures in the group. Okay. So see you in our next class. Bye bye.